Shalom, shalom, brothers and obedient sisters. This is your brother Wasilkamilbey, and we all Shamstoppers. You know what I'm saying? Go to the About page. We reserve all of our United States constitutional rights. You know what I'm saying? Especially freedom of speech, okay? We exercise that. And we reserve all rights. Alright? And we're going to talk about these old Dollar Tree ass hoes. You know what I'm saying? These Dollar Tree hoes. Yeah, these old Dollar Tree hoes. You know, we finna let Ann Coulter, fellas, check this lady out. She loves men. She wants a man. Look how she tear these hoes up.
Called Hot Under the Collar. Please welcome controversial columnist and best-selling author Ann Coulter. Her new book is entitled Demonic. Ann said some outrageous comments about single mothers. And Ann, I really want to welcome you, but I don't get this about the single mothers. They should give up their kids for adoption.
Oh, definitely. That's what the statistics are. I mean,
hey, if outrageous means telling the truth, hey fellas, let's be outrageous in this bitch. On these Dollar Tree begging ass hoes.
Once they're 14, but a woman who gets pregnant out of wedlock, if she wants to do the best thing for the child, it is overwhelming that she should give the child up for adoption, because the statistics, both from the left and the right, are overwhelming on what happens to illegitimate children. About 70% of juvenile delinquents, teenage runaways, pregnancies out of wedlock are committed by the children of single mothers. If you were in the womb right now and you could choose whether to be...
Did you hear what she just said? Listen up.
Black, white, rich, poor, the one thing you should hope for as a child in the womb is my parents are married.
Okay, I understand that gives stability and all kinds of emotional strength to a child. What I don't get, though, is that we're singling out the...
Now, we dealing with a pedophile, okay? He likes little children. Just ignore him, okay? Ignore him and watch what the lady says, because she got more nuts than what he got.
Mothers, pardon the
right.
redundancy, but we're not talking about these absent fathers.
Well,
where are these absent guys? I mean, these moms are doing a heroic job. I mean, they're out there, they're working sometimes too.
See, that's how you know he like children. So he happy that the goddamn men left the house so he can pump the little children in their buttocks. Right? Right? Come on now. Right? These Dollar Tree ass hoes ran these dudes off, and they wanted power, so they went down there to go make a pledge and say you was gonna pay for her personal bills.
They're getting their kids through school, they're feeding them, and the dads are nowhere to be found. Nobody's attacking them.
no one's celebrating them either. I am responding to a culture out of Hollywood, the courts, the elite media that is promoting single motherhood. They are not promoting single fatherhood or deadbeat dads.
What do you say to women who say, you are demonizing single moms?
All I'm doing is citing statistics. So what works is the nuclear family. Now, sometimes that isn't going to happen. I mean, I do make a point of saying... A lot of times it's not going to happen. I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm hot under the collar. Well, there's so many great moms that are trying to be mom and dad to their kids. I know that they cannot be emotionally mom and dad.
How the fuck you gonna be? How the fuck the woman gonna be a motherfucking dad? You know he like children, right? This nigga likes children.
But they really are going out of their way to provide for their kids.
Look, it's one thing, as I say, a single mother is something different from a divorced mother. Single mother specifically refers to a woman who, A, gets pregnant out of wedlock, and B, decides, for narcissistic reasons, I'm going to keep this child for myself, because if she cares what's best for the child, she will give the child up for adoption.
Look at he laughing at them hoes. Look at them. Oh, she's telling the truth. She's outrageously telling the truth.
And that is a fact.
Don't you think that's very judgmental? It's a fact.
I think
you're talking about maybe the Casey Anthonys of the world, you know, where there's all this neglect that we can all see. Obviously, the jury did not see it, but there's a lot of controversy with mothers that are that way, that go out and party, that do this, that do that, and are not really responsible for their children. But a lot of single moms are being responsible with their children.
And yet, the statistics still are, if you look at it from the end of the spectrum of who ends up in jail, who ends up a murderer, who ends up a teenage runaway, who ends up getting pregnant out of wedlock herself, who ends up a rapist, about 70%, according to both the Village Voice and all these conservative
Did you hear that? 70% of the jail population is from single mother homes. You heard what she just said.
Groups are going to be the children of single mothers. I mean, that is simply a fact. Now, imagine in America with 70% fewer teenage runaways, fewer teenage murders, fewer teenage drug addicts, fewer teenage pregnancies. That's what single mothers have created. And like I say, if you want what's best for your child, if you are pregnant out of wedlock, either marry the father, and by the way, shotgun marriages used to work just fine, but we've gotten rid of the stigma of a woman having...
She's saying marry the father. You see what I mean? She been brought up right. These hoes ain't. These Dollar Tree ass hoes ain't. You done fucked you a Dollar Tree hoe. You know when you met her, she couldn't even bathe. She couldn't have no deodorant. I done bought some bitches some deodorant, some toiletries and shit. Asked me to borrow $20 so they can get some toiletries, some toilet paper, $2-3 pads. Not douche. Bitches don't want to douche no more. That's just out the window. You can just kiss that shit goodbye. Okay?
The problem is, it's good to get rid of those stigmas because we would put people always in a box. You know, this is the way you have to be. This is the way it works out.
And
you know, this is not an ideal world. And you're talking about an ideal world. Oh, in an ideal world, by the way, everyone has a mom and dad. We're going back, you know, to the days of happy days. You know, most of our young people don't know what that is.
Now, now look at this pussy ass motherfucker. Now, he don't even want you to go back to a mother and father home. That's how you know he fondles little children. He does, making them comments. He just shot himself in the foot for making this goddamn video, putting it up, saying that shit, getting that shit aired out to the wrong people, okay?
A lot better.
Well,
and they were given every advantage in life. Stigmas are good things. Look, we have a stigma against smokers.
Who are the single mothers of today?
Smoking is bad for you. But smoking is not as bad for you as being raised by a single mother. And yet, stigmas, and they're good things, stigmas against smoking, and yet smoking...
You heard what she said. Fellas, I knew I was going to treat y'all today. Didn't I say I'm going to treat y'all?
Not as bad for you as single motherhood, and there ought to be.
How do you come to that conclusion?
I've just cited the statistics over and over again.
One kills you. We know that smoking kills you.
One destroys a life.
Ooh. You don't think smoking destroys?
Man, beta males, y'all losing too with these Dollar Tree hoes.
Maybe when you're 70, you have an increased chance of getting lung cancer. You're talking about what happens to children when they are not raised with a...
Now look at this hoe. She got tattoos all on her titties and shit, talking about she a single mother. Looking like a goddamn peacock, right? Fucking bird brain. Shaking her head just like a goddamn bird.
And father, basically every women's magazine is talking about, single mothers by choice, where women go and get artificially inseminated because they decide, oh, my clock is ticking, I want to have a baby, I don't care if I found a man in time. That is narcissistic, it is selfish, and it is not taking the interest of the child at heart.
Did you see? Look, this woman's a lawyer too, big dog. Hey, y'all, fellas, alpha males, this woman is a lawyer. You just heard it come out her motherfucking mouth. I got some more cold videos, you know what I'm saying? I got some cold shit coming. You hear me? Because we're unlimited, no limit, okay? There's no limit of me tearing this ass up, all right? This woman is brilliant. She is beautiful, and she has brains, okay? They talking about blondes don't have brains. That's a fucking lie.
And you don't hear that coming from anybody else. So I am the counterweight citing the facts on single motherhood. Sometimes it happens. I wish them the best. But
and I can't imagine how much hate mail you've gotten from single mothers.
That's funny that you think I read my mail.
Oh, I mean, I think that when you say things like that and you kind of make these blanket statements based on statistics, I say to myself, gosh, I know so many good single mothers, so many heroic single mothers. I just can't agree with you on that. I really can't.
I wish them the best in their particular circumstance, but for everyone to keep their lips zipped, that's why you end up with an illegitimacy rate that has gone through the roof and is harming children and is creating two separate classes in America.
She's certainly controversial, my friends. We're going to take a break. This is the new book, Demonic, by Ann Coulter. And even though I'm more hot under the collar now, we'll be back with Ann.
I got that book on the way.
Artist.
Extreme parenting.
I want to prep them.
Giving alcohol to minors.
10 years old.
And letting her 16-year-old son have sex.
You provide condoms at home.
Have these parents...
Single mother home.
Always controversial, Ann Coulter, and this audience wants to get in on this conversation.
My first question is for you. Do you have any children?
Not relevant to statistics.
Okay, because for me, I've seen, not only my family, I have a ton of friends who are single mothers, and the way they raise their children, they give them the most love than even two parents can give them. I'm raised in a family with two parents, and you know, you don't know what it's like sometimes to have two parents. Sometimes some people...
Did you just hear what this bird brain bitch just said? Just ignore her. We're going to wait till you get to the next bitch.
It's worse to have two parents. I agree. You'd rather have just one parent who gives you all that love than two parents who are constantly arguing, who they've been...
Basically, she like to eat pussy.
For years and they're miserable, and you can't speak for everybody.
You see that sister looking at her like she crazy? Bitch is crazy.
If you're speaking about statistics,
right,
you have to live it in order to understand it, not just by statistics.
And sometimes Derek Jeter strikes out. And yet, he's still a great baseball player because we look at overall how many times at bats, how many times a home run. When you have 70% of the children in juvenile delinquent institutions coming from single-parent homes, yes, I'm sure some single mothers do a terrific job, and I'm sure there are some two parents who do a terrible job. And yet, the statistics are the statistics.
And we have more from the audience.
You keep saying, you know, statistics, but anybody can make up a statistic.
That's why there's so many of them, from both the left and from the right, and for 30 years now.
Where do you think it's okay to say all this?
Okay,
I mean,
you know what, you may as well stand up.
My mother was a single mother, and I'm getting like emotional.
That's fine. You're saying what you feel.
Nah, that truth hurting that bitch. You know? Hey, a woman cannot handle the truth because her emotions is gonna fuck this shit up. Alright? It gets into the truth way and they feel like you're wrong because you're giving her a motherfucking logical way of keeping her ass out of trouble and your offspring, but she takes the money. She wants to take the money. This is a bitch right here, rather take the money than have the father see his child and be there in his child's life. But she's so emotional, she wants to go get a government grant. Look at this bitch.
Talk now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you may as well stand up and say, I'm a smoker and I'm very upset about the smoking statistics and lung cancer. The statistics are the statistics.
Be nice. She's talking about something important to her.
So is smoking.
Beta, beta, beta. Talking about, please be nice. Please be nice. You see that, fellas? You need a strong-ass woman like Ann Coulter in your corner. I'm not telling you to be gay and start fucking niggas in the ass. This ain't that platform. We telling you, if you gonna get you a woman who ain't got no mouths on her pussy. That means she ain't got no more children. She good and she strong and she right there to help you. You know what I'm saying? These bitches right here disobedient. They get mad because this woman hitting these hoes with the truth. Because they fucking up this country. Look at her, man. He said, and be nice. Look, let me watch. Hold on.
The left and from the right, and for 30 years
Where do you
now.
think it's okay to say all this?
Okay,
I mean,
you know what? You may as well stand
My mother
up.
was a single mom, and I'm getting like emotional.
That's fine. You're saying what you feel.
I can't talk now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you may as well stand up and say, I'm a smoker and I'm very upset about the smoking statistics, and don't you tell me about lung cancer. The statistics are the
please be
statistics.
nice. She's talking about something important to her.
So is smoking.
And please be nice. So he asking Ann to be foolish and stupid. That's what nice means. Now he a motherfucking priest and he don't want Ann to tell the truth? See how people perpetrate when these goddamn costumes on? He's a motherfucking perp. He's a perpetrator. You know what I'm saying? That's what he is. A fucking perpetrator.
Dying of smoking, and so is people being raised by single mothers.
I don't understand.
Standing up and saying, I'm a single mother and you can't say that is not an argument.
Tell her about your mom.
Ooh.
I didn't say that I was a single mother. I come from a single...
Hold on. She got a tongue ring and she sucked plenty cocks. Didn't I tell you? What did I tell you, fellas?
And people dying of smoking, and so is people being raised by single mothers.
I don't understand.
Standing up and saying, I'm a single mother and you can't say that is not an argument.
Tell her about your mom.
I didn't say that I was a single mother. I come
Look
from
at
a
that tongue
single
ring.
family.
Okay,
I'm not a
you came from
rapist. I'm not a
smoker.
murderer.
Don't yell at me about what the smoking statistics are.
We're not talking about smoking, lady. We're talking about single parents. We're talking about something far more important than smoking.
Disobedient bitches. That's what we talking about.
Yes, as I said, it's more damaging to a child.
So for you to even put those two together is ridiculous. I know you're saying this stuff, but do you think about it before you say it?
No, just shoot off at the mouth. It's a chapter of my last book. It has the studies there if you're interested. It is study after study. No, I'm just shooting off the top of my head what comes into my mind.
Actually, I'm a minor, and I come from a single family, single mother, okay?
And we can tell because you got all that bullshit on your face and you look ridiculous.
And I was raised really well. I'm doing really well. I'm going to school. I'm doing what I need to do to make it in life, and I'm pretty sure I'll probably be making more money than you, only because I'm not just famous for stating a horrible opinion, not a statistic.
Now, did that make sense? How she know she gonna make more money than this woman? How does she know Ann Coulter's bank account? She is in college. I know people with motherfucking master's degrees making $12 an hour. Coming from a single parent home. Look at her attitude, the way she's swinging her. Just look at the shit.
Look, the point is not what has happened to children who have been raised by single mothers already. Wish you the best. The point is to influence choices going forward.
But
now,
Ann, are you serious about this? Because everyone here is outraged in this audience. I mean, you are citing statistics. I know that they're credible, but we're here.
Did you hear what he just said? He said he knows they're credible. Right? Hey, fellas. Title this video. You are not responsible for her bills. Okay? Her bills is a personal problem. That sounds more better. You are not responsible to pay her rent, light, gas, TV, car note, food, none of that. Fellas, you're responsible to give your child what he or she needs without placing money in a Dollar Tree hoe's hands. Hit us up. Peace.